All right, yeah. Yeah, no, it started, I don't know, maybe in 5 minutes or something. Yeah.
Hey, Peter, Jerry's here. Are we getting started?
Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, let me check my sound. Test, check, 1, 2. Hold on, I'll get a text here. Can you say something, Jerry?
Yeah, excited to be here. Let's talk Quick Flip Money Machine.
Okay, looks like we're going, and gosh, got a bunch of you coming on here now. This is Peter Conti. I'm here with my good friend and business partner, Jerry Norton. Say hello, Jerry.
Hi, everybody.
We are with Mentor Financial Group, and it is great to be here with you today, and we're going to talk about how to make $10,000 or more in the next 30 days without any work or effort. It's actually been the result of years of work and effort, but it's just now getting out there. It's called the Quick Flip Money Machine. We're really, really excited about it. I will say that I'll just put in here hardly any effort. It does take a little effort to get going, obviously. But the cool thing is, this is light years ahead of anything that I had when I first got started with my investing. I know even with you, Jerry, there's a lot that's gone into this, and it really has simplified the process down. And probably one of the biggest differences is that rather than having to wait to make money with real estate deals, is you can get paid right up front. And I know that's our philosophy.
Yeah, that's right. Our philosophy is really, how can we get in and out of deals quickly? And what Peter, you and I have been focusing on for quite some time now is really how to flip properties. So, get in, get a deal, get out of the deal, and make a bunch of money in the meantime. So that's flipping houses, making money now.
And a big part of that has been a result of what's going on with the real estate market. But for today's training, we're going to focus on showing you how to find a deal, how to submit it into our system, and then how you get paid $10,000. So it's real simple and easy to do. First off, let me just take a moment here to read our disclaimer. The subject matter we're going through here is for educational purposes only. We're obviously not lawyers, CPAs, or financial planners, etc. So you should always have your contracts, taxes, business plans, and so forth reviewed by an attorney and or financial advisor before completing any real estate transactions. Wow, that was a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
There's more here. Government regulations also require that we disclose that the results that we get and discuss are not typical results. Jerry and I are action takers, and the students that we talk about are action takers and not your typical average investors. We believe that average students take no action at all and get zero results. Now, only you can decide if you're going to be an average, typical student or an above average action taker. Okay. Got that out of the way, so what we're going to show you here is what it takes to find and submit fix and flip deals and earn $10,000 per deal.
Yeah, and what this is not wholesaling. This is not how to find a list of buyers and then go take deals to that list of buyers. It's not how to go out there and find money to fund your deals. And most importantly, there's no waiting to get paid. So what that means is it means we are the buyer. So we're going to show you how to go out there and find deals, bring those deals to us, and we will buy those deals.
So if you've been around real estate for a while, you probably know the old way to fix and flip involves these basic 4 steps. This is the old way. You have to go out, find a property, then you go in and you're managing and overseeing the fix-up of the property. Step 3 is marketing, selling, looking for a buyer on the property. And then step 4 is something that is ongoing for anyone in the fix and flip business, is funding and constantly raising capital. Now, what we're going to share with you here today is a brand new method.
That's right. It's a very simple method. Really what happens here is we get rid of the managing. There's no marketing. There's no selling. There's no funding and raising capital. Really what it is it's all about finding deals. So we've narrowed it down to one simple method of finding deals.
Now, the way that this came about is based on Jerry's background and my background. I actually started investing in real estate in 1990, and some of you have read some of our books. You know the story behind that. I was working as an auto mechanic and decided I wanted to do more with my life, just like many of you on the call with us here today. Went after it, and within 3.5 years had become a millionaire, and I've never turned back. And there's a lot of stuff that's happened since 1990. I mean, the real estate market's gone up and it's come back down, and I've been involved in pretty much every single real estate strategy out there, including big commercial projects. And all I can say is that right now, doing these deals, flipping houses, and especially working with you, Jerry, is awesome. It's the most exciting time I've ever seen investing in real estate.
Well, and it's been life-changing for me as well, especially to be able to work with you, Peter, and really to be out there doing deals like we're doing. And, I got started in 2004, not all that long ago, and got to a point, I started out as a construction worker and got into real estate, and after trial and error and making some mistakes, started flipping houses and got to a point where I had a pretty good system going on, maybe doing 15, 16 fix and flips at a time. And Peter, you and I came together, started working together, and we said, really, how can we do this more than just in a local market or one or two markets, but rather, how can we do this all over the country? And so, and that's not easy to do, but we've been able to break into lots of different markets. I think we're in 16 different markets doing deals. And we're looking for deals in any market as long as it's a good deal and it fits what we're looking for. We want to take a look at those deals. So, through this, we've gained a lot of experience of what not to do, how to really be successful doing fix and flip deals throughout the country in different markets. And the great thing is that through our contacts and out there working with investors, we've been able to become very, very efficient at raising capital to fund our deals. And so we've got excess funds to go out there and fund these deals. We're excited about funding these deals. And we've got the systems in place to manage them and do the whole process of fixing and flipping these deals.
Now, as a result of what we've been doing over the past few years, putting this nationwide system in place, here's why this is completely different from anything else out there. First off, we're going to show you how to get paid up front for your efforts. You basically find a deal. We bring in our cash. That's Peter and Jerry's cash. And then you get your $10,000 finder's fee, and you get that paid right up front. Then after that, after you get paid, that's where we take the property. We take care of fixing it up so you don't have to do any of that. And, of course, we're going to take care of reselling it. You don't have to do anything with that as well. So once you find a deal, you really don't need to do anything else. There's no trying to find other investors. No, hey, here's a cash list of buyers. Go try and convince someone to buy your deal. None of that. It's real simple.
Yeah, really there's just a few things that we want to talk about and make sure you really get out of this, which is, number one, how to find deals. In fact, we're going to show you over 40 ways that we think are really effective ways that we use to find deals, and we're going to show you how to do all 40 of those. Today we're going to talk about just a few of those on this presentation, but there's lots of ways to be effective at getting out there and finding great deals. Number two, how to submit those deals. And we're going to show you what you need to do to put those deals in our system, get those deals to us, and most importantly, then how you're going to get $10,000 for finding and submitting those deals.
Now, there's two keys to getting hot deals in this market. Number one, making all cash offers, and number two, something we'll talk about in just a moment, the double dip strategy. So this is really important. If you're taking notes, and I hope you are, make sure that you get this down. Now, all cash offers, the reason that works today in this marketplace is it allows you to get the steal of the deals that are out there. When you go in and you have all cash and you say, hey, Peter and Jerry can close quickly, they've got the money, here's a copy of their bank statement that shows that they've got the money, it's awesome. It puts you instantly in a position where you come across as a player in your marketplace. It allows you to build strong relationships with each and every deal that we close with you. And the cool thing about this is we're going to show you how to make these cash offers where you don't even have to go out and talk to someone to do it. You can just put our system in place and have the offers out there. And so even if you're maybe just getting started, or maybe you don't enjoy going out and talking to people, or you don't know quite what to say, the fact is the cash does the talking for you. In fact, here's a recent deal that we did. This particular property, there's a picture of it after we fixed it up. In this case, the seller wanted out quick, So they took the all-cash offer that was made on the property by our student there, Doug, even though it was $30,000 less than some other offers, where people were saying, hey, we're going to get financing or we want terms or whatever. And that's the power of cash. Cash talks in this marketplace, and that's what allows us to get great deals and allows us to put the system together where you can get paid $10,000 per deal.
That's right. And the second thing we're going to talk about here is what we call the double dip strategy. And this is actually a technique that we utilize quite often, and really what it's called dual agency. Those of you that have real estate licenses will know what that means. But basically what it is it's when you let the listing agent also represent you as the buyer's agent. So when you're making an offer on a property, you let that same listing agent also be the buyer's agent. And what that means is it means that agent now gets both sides of the commission, so they're not splitting a commission. So if it's a 6% commission split between the listing agent and the buyer's agent, each would get 3%. In this case, that listing agent gets the full 6% commission. Now you can see what that will do. That will really motivate that listing agent to get your deal accepted, not just get your deal accepted, but to start calling you when they get deals. And what will happen here is you'll start to get agents that will call you and say, I've got a great deal. It may or may not be listed, or it's coming up here soon, and check this out. And so this is a way to get listing agents on your team out there finding you great deals. In fact, here's an example of one of our students, Angelito. And on this deal here in Chicago, there were 12 other offers on this property. And because Angelito followed the double dip strategy and he went directly to the listing agent, let the listing agent represent him as the buyer's agent, we were able to get this deal accepted even though there was a lot of other competition, other activity, other people trying to buy this property. So this is a very, very powerful technique to get listing agents really going to bat for you and getting you your deals.
Now, when you're out there making offers, there's 3 important things that you want to include with your offers. Number 1 is the 10-day inspection clause. And when you come on board with us, if you decide to, we're going to show you how to do that. It's real simple. The nice thing about the 10-day inspection clause is it allows you to actually get out of the deal if it doesn't make sense for any reason whatsoever. It's not just because there's something wrong with the property. In this marketplace, it's a standard accepted across the country that as long as you have that 10-day inspection clause in your contract, you can make an offer on it, and even if you make a mistake or if you're off on the pricing or something like that, don't worry because once you do get it under contract, we're going to go through the deal and review it with you. But the nice thing is that inspection clause takes all the fear out of it because you can go out and make offers on 1 property or 100 properties, and you're not committed to buy any of them until the 10-day inspection clause runs out. And of course, we're the ones bringing the money in. We step in, we're going to review the deal with you and tell you yes, we want it, or no, we don't. But the 10-day inspection clause is very powerful, and it's accepted by real estate brokers, realtors, and sellers out there. Everyone's used to it, so you're not asking for something special.
That's right. The second thing that you always want to include, especially when you're making cash offers, is proof that you've got the cash. And when we say proof, we're talking liquid cash. It's a bank statement that Peter and I provide, and it shows that you've got the backing. You are an all-cash buyer. Here's proof that the cash is here. And this is what will really put you in the driver's seat. This will separate you from 99% of the rest of the competition out there going after deals, is having that proof. And that proof comes in the form of a bank statement that you include with your offer so the seller can see, yeah, you've got the cash to back this.
Yep. Finally, it's important to have a closing date that happens right away, right, Jerry?
Yeah, that's right. So you want to make sure that the closing date is 30 days. That gives us enough time to prepare for that closing, get our funds lined up, and get our plan in place with how we're going to manage the renovation and so on. And 30 days is very typical. In fact, most deals can't close faster than that anyway because they have to get title work ordered and so on. So we want to make sure that when you're making your offers that you've got a 30-day closing from the date you make your offer. That way there's plenty of time to get everything ready to go for the closing.
Yep, and our system is really simple. After you find a deal, then you're going to submit it into something called the Deal Genie. And what the Deal Genie is it's like your 24-hour-a-day assistant that runs all the numbers and triple checks all the formulas to let you know if you've got a winning deal or not. And basically what the Deal Genie will do is it'll look at what you put in, and once you've got something that is a deal, you press a button and presto, you've got a green light, and that means the deal is a go. Now, if something isn't quite right about the deal, then the Deal Genie will let you know that too. So you'll instantly know what you need to change about the deal to either turn it into a winner or avoid wasting any time on something that doesn't make sense. So by doing this, you're going to know better and better over time which deals make sense, so you're not wasting time with things. And because of that, the Deal Genie saves you time and effort by helping you to quickly pick out the winners and showing you exactly why the losers won't work for us or for any investor to buy them. So you're kind of putting deals in, learning which deals make sense, and getting to build your strengths as an investor where you can take the money you make from these finder's fees and go out and start doing these on your own at some point in time.
That's right. And once we've reviewed and accepted that deal, it's real simple. You find it, you submit it, and you get $10,000. Now, the way this works is once we get to that closing, then we come in, we fund that purchase, and you immediately right then you get a $10,000 fee for putting that deal in. That's it. So it's very simple. Find it, submit it, get paid $10,000.
Yep. That means that you don't have to get stuck analyzing. You're not stuck structuring deals. You're not out there negotiating. I mean, that's the nice thing about all cash offers. They either accept it or they don't. There's no qualifying for loans because we've got the cash. And we're doing the fixing, the rehab of the property. We're doing the managing and oversight of that. We're doing the selling. You don't have to be involved with any of that. And the best part is there's no waiting to get paid because, as Jerry mentioned, you get paid right up front, right when we buy the property. So let's jump into some advice for if you're brand new getting started. What would your biggest advice be, Jerry?
Okay, so for new investors here, the thing you want to think about here is sometimes we're focusing too much on getting our first deal, our first fix and flip deal. And really what we should be focusing on, or what you should focus on, is getting your first check. Because there's a big difference between going out and doing your first deal and getting a check for being a real estate investor. And something happens when you get that check. When you get that $10,000 check by coming in the Quick Flip Money Machine and putting a deal in and getting paid for that, is you step into the shoes now of making money in real estate, and then you can really step things up. For example, here, Mike Thomas out in Atlanta, had no experience, he had no money, and he went out, he found this great deal, he put it in, made some money, and so you can do this. If you're new, if you haven't done any deals before, if you've done lots of deals and you want to really crank it up and really put a lot in, then that's great too. But wherever you're at in experience, you can do this, and it's time to just get started.
Yep. Now, if you're an experienced investor, you may you may be in a situation now or run across a situation like I did. This was the first investment property I bought, and I bought it actually in March of 1990. And that year, Jerry, I don't know if I'd shared this with you, but I'll share it here with everyone on the call with us as well. I actually had a goal of doing 100 deals that year. And so got this first property in March, and then got going and felt like I was investing. And I was like a lot of the people on the call here, I was going to getting training courses and going to seminars. We didn't have webinars like we do now back then, but I was just learning a lot and really felt like I was investing. But here's what happened: I started in March in that year, and then I went all the way. It was like August of that year. And a guy named Dan sat down with me, and he just started really drilling me on how it's going. And he's like, how's it working? I'm like, yeah, I'm a real estate investor. He's like, well, great. What do you got so far? I said, well, I got a duplex. And he said something, and bless his heart, he said, is that really going to do it for you? And I realized that I was stuck. So for some of you on this call, even though you may be experienced, the Quick Flip Money Machine may be the key to allowing you to get unstuck. And really the key is if you're not making what you want, As a real estate investor, and I know we've got other people brand new on this call, the reason you're here is you're looking for a way to have more income, to maybe experience financial freedom in your life, to be able to call your own shots. The real key is if you're not making what you want in life, then the QuickFlip Money Machine can allow you to change that and change it right away, because it's really simple.
Okay, so the good news is it's time to do it. You get out there, you find a deal, you submit it, you get paid $10,000. You've seen how simple this is. Now it's time to get started. And, the downside is that we obviously can't work with everyone, right? We don't have unlimited funds. And really what it comes down to is lifestyle is what really counts here. And, when Peter and I think about what's important, what our priorities are, our family is important, and our health is important, and those are the things that really matter. And so it's really not about the money. I know we talked a lot about the money, and it's important to go out there and make money doing deals, but it's much more than that. It's having the time and the freedom to be able to do, have, and be everything that's important. And you need to ask yourself what's important for you, what's important for you in your life, and then how to go after it and make that really happen.
Yep. So we're going to open up the doors here in a few minutes, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep those doors open while this training is going on. That way the action takers are rewarded and everyone else misses out, as they should. They're going to miss out on every great opportunity in life and then sit around and complain about how life is so unfair to them. And the reason that Jerry and I opened up the QuickFlip Money Machine at this point is because we want the best people who see this today to join our network. Now, obviously with this type of offer, we can't work with everyone who may want to get in. The reason we have openings now is we just opened up another source of funding, and we've actually got several $1 million to get out there in the marketplace to invest. And while this may seem like a lot of money, with the right people on board, it's going to go pretty fast. And our goal is to pay out $10,000 per deal as quickly as possible to make the most of this resource. Now, since we don't have unlimited funds, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the QuickFlip Money Machine during this call here so that you, as an action taker, can come on board. Then once this group is formed, then we're going to be shutting down any further access. So the real key is, are you at the right point in your life to make a major financial change? Having said that, we're willing to give a substantial discount so that we can get the right people to come on board with us. I know, Jerry, I didn't want money to be the reason that someone joins us or doesn't join us. I mean, for me, with my beginnings as a auto repair mechanic and your beginnings, Jerry, as a construction worker, we wanted to be able to make a change for those of you who are on this call who are ready to make a major financial change in your life. And the QuickFlip Money Machine is completely different. It's not a training program. It is a simple online real estate platform.
And what that means is it makes it easy for you to go out there and find deals and submit those deals and get paid $10,000 for every deal that you find. So really it's just a quick, easy, simple system that we've put in place. There's step-by-step quick start videos that will show you exactly what you need to do to get started, the kinds of deals we're looking for. The Deal Genie's there, and the Deal Genie's going to walk you through step-by-step of what a deal needs to qualify and help you know if a deal's a deal or not a deal and what you need to do to make it a deal. We provide the deal guidelines. Obviously, we want to make sure that these are deals that fit what we're looking for, and so that's all there for you too. And most importantly, the bank statements, those are updated monthly so that you can download those and use them to make your offers. So then the QuickFlip Money Machine is finding deals, submitting those deals, and like we've shared with you, getting paid $10,000 per deal.
Now, don't make the same mistake that I did. I mean, I wasted 6 months in that story I told you about before when I got going. I mean, I ended up finding a mentor that charged me $5,000 to spend some time with him where he showed me how to get over the obstacles that were in my way. Having said that, the QuickFlip Money Machine isn't going to be anything close to that. As I said earlier, Jerry and I want to give you a substantial discount so that we can get the right people to come on board with us right now here today. We really didn't want money to be the reason that someone joins us or doesn't join us. So for this group today, what we're going to do is give you access to the QuickFlip Money Machine with no ongoing monthly fees. That's right. It's just a one-time, fully refundable $1,000 deposit, and I'll share with you in just a moment how the deposit works. You get complete access to the QuickFlip Money Machine so you can start putting in deals and making money right away. Jerry and I wanted this to be available to you so that you can immediately begin to change your life the same way I've changed my life and the same way that Jerry's changed his life. Now, creating the QuickFlip Money Machine really was a monumental effort. It's been a process over the past couple of years. It was a total of over 10,000 hours of learning, testing, and development that went into this. We added it up recently, $480,000 in development costs, and it's got patent-pending features, things like the Deal Genie and other automated deal-finding systems for you. Not to mention the fact that you have access to a secret ingredient, Peter and Jerry's Cash, that you can use. And we'll show you the cash kind of coming down there.
There it is.
It really is the secret ingredient. So we've got a lot invested into this. So you get the proven platform, and this is not available anywhere else. In fact, there's nothing else out there like this. No one else is doing anything at all like this. And the reason is because no one else is providing the cash and buying every single deal you find. Now, if we wanted to, we could probably put this out as a franchise and, heck, get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for the QuickFlip Money Machine if we wanted to. But we would rather follow the same process. Since 1997, when I first started doing deals with clients across the country, I found it's a great way to expand our reach. We can be in all different markets, and it's a lot of fun helping other people to get started making money out in the marketplace, just like I did when I got started. So what we decided to do was to make this a no-brainer for you by limiting this just to those action takers who join this small group right now. That way you'll be in with a group of other people who are taking action right now as well.
Now let me explain how you get your deposit back, and it's real simple. After you close your first deal using QuickFlip Money Machine, you get your entire $1,000 deposit back, and that's the first of a couple bonuses I want to share with you here. So you put in deals, you get $10,000 for each one, plus on your first deal that you do, you get an extra $1,000 back. That's your deposit back coming to you on your very first deal. So this ends up costing you absolutely nothing. Pretty simple. To get started now, just click the Add to Cart button to get going, and you can get rolling. You can also call that phone number there. If you call the phone number, 800-952-9585, and we can get you started there as well. I want you to know that Jerry and I are so confident that the QuickFlip Money Machine will work for you that we're going to give you not one, but two guarantees. Here's the first of them. It's our 90-day profit guarantee, and it's real simple. Just jump in and use the QuickFlip Money Machine, and you'll have made $10,000 or more within the next 90 days. And if for any reason you don't, we'll continue to work with you, providing the support, training, and the cash for you to get out there and make offers and get $10,000 per deal for up to an entire 12 months. From your side, just submit one or more deals per month, and you'll make money guaranteed. If not, we'll give you a prompt, courteous refund of your entire investment. That's how strongly we feel about the QuickFlip Money Machine, and we know it's going to work, so of course we stand behind it. Now, to maintain high support standards, registration for the QuickFlip Money Machine is going to be limited to just a handful of people who join us right now. As we've explained, this is because we're buying the deals you find, and unfortunately, Jerry and I don't know what you think, Jerry. I mean, we got more coming in all the time, but we don't have unlimited funding to just go out and let everyone else in. Now, I know you probably don't need anything else to get going right now, but if you're here and you want just one last little nudge, there's a few more surprises that you have to look forward to. First off, that bonus number one that I mentioned, you do get your $1,000 deposit back right away. That's when you send in your first deal that we buy. Bonus number two is the Fix and Flip Purchase Training System. Now, other people have paid $1,497 for this, and you're going to get it free today as an added extra bonus. And what that shows you is it shows you all the inside scoop on our side of the deal, what we're doing on our end. Now, obviously, with the QuickFlip Money Machine, you're just putting the deal in, and you're getting paid your $10,000 up front. But this system shows you what we do on our end, how we calculate the cost for rehabbing a property, and what happens after you get paid your $10,000 for a couple of reasons. The first reason that we want you to have this is because you're probably going to end up doing that someday. I mean, if you make money here with us and then go off and end up going out doing that on your own, you're going to be pretty good at that because you're involved in the process here as part of finding deals with us. Number two, it makes you better at knowing what deals to pick and put into the system if you understand how the rest of the process works. Now, bonus number 3 is the Realtor Shortcuts Home Study course. This is a $997 course, and you're going to get this free today also as another gift from Jerry and I for coming on board. Now, having 1 or 2 great realtors is going to make you a ton of money over time. The problem some people have is it takes them a little bit of time to find the right realtor. And the last thing you probably need right now is the wrong realtor who's going to try and slow you down. This training shows you how to find realtors who will bring you their very best deals. It includes scripts of what to say, along with some pre-written emails and even a special letter that you can mail out if you're too busy to make phone calls. The nice thing about that letter is that only the right realtors will respond to it, so it'll save you a ton of time and frustration. So that's the scoop. This ends up costing you absolutely nothing because you do get your $1,000 deposit back after closing your first deal with us as part of the group that we're putting together today. So you've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. So just click the Add to Cart button on the right-hand side of your screen, assuming your browser supports that. If you need some help, you can call that phone number there. It's 800-952-9585. Now, I do want you to know that the QuickFlip Money Machine has been fully tested and works like magic. And to give yourself a chance to see for yourself, here's our other guarantee. Let me take a moment here and explain it to you. It's a 10-day risk-free trial. You can come in and check out the entire QuickFlip Money Machine for yourself and just see how easy it is for you to make $10,000 per deal without doing any of the hard work or effort. If you change your mind for any reason at all during the 10-day risk-free trial, then no problem at all. You'll get a prompt, courteous refund of your entire deposit, no questions asked. In fact, we're even setting up where you just click a button on the website to make that happen. That's how simple it is. So you can get started now, and if you need any help, you can actually put it on a couple of different credit cards or whatever. If you need some help figuring that out, just call the phone number there on the screen. That's 800-952-9585, and you can get started. Remember, you can check everything out yourself with the risk-free 10-day trial, so come on board, go through the guidelines, look at all the case studies, and get ready to start putting your deals into the QuickFlip Money Machine. Now, of course, you're covered by our other guarantee because we're giving you not just 1 but 2 guarantees, so you get our 90-day profit guarantee as well. There's no fine print, no surprises, just one of the simplest, easiest, most exciting new investment platforms to ever hit the real estate market. You follow the step-by-step instructions to find deals, and then you let us do the rest and get $10,000 per deal. Now, I do want to say for those of you here on this call, if you miss out on this, you may end up kicking yourself. We're very, very excited about the QuickFlip Money Machine, but this isn't a huge program that's opened up to anyone and everyone. That's why we need to limit this group to just a small group of people who join right now. Now, these are deals that Jerry and I are doing ourselves using the systems we have in place, and by keeping the size of the group small, we're able to maintain the high standards that we have to support you and help you and make sure that you get all your questions answered so you can get your deals in and get $10,000 per deal as quickly as possible. Now, once you click on the Add to Cart button to register, if the program's full, you'll get a message that the program's closed, so make sure you do it right now. So one other thing we're going to do for this group right here today, so if you're on the call, this means you. Please listen carefully. We're going to pull out all the stops, and you may or may not need this, but if you do, for this group today here only, we're going to also be providing free coaching, mentoring, and support. You just hop on, and we'll give you access to a special coaching call calendar, and you can pick the times that are best for you. And you get to talk directly to Jerry, myself, or one of our other coaches so that we can answer all of your questions and get you started just as quickly as possible. Now, this obviously isn't something that we can provide to everyone, but if you're part of the group that gets started here today, we're going to make a commitment to you to provide you with the coaching support for free, and this will be for as long as you continue to send us deals. So as part of this group here today, we'll be with you as long as you're sending in deals. We'll be supporting you. I saw one of the questions that came in about how many deals you can do. with this group right here today, we are going to be on board with you, and we're going to do our best to keep up with you. We can't absolutely promise that we can, fund hundreds and hundreds of your deals, but as our funding's coming in and we've calculated it to where we're pretty sure we can keep up. Right now, we're ahead of the game. We've got extra money that we need to get out into deals, and our goal is to keep up with those of you who jump on board here today. So you've got that to look forward to as well. Okay, so to get going, just click on the Add to Cart button to register. Again, if the program's full, you'll get a message that the program's closed. So, jump on this right now. Jerry, it looks like we've had quite a few questions come in during the training. Are you okay staying on a little bit longer so we can answer some of these?
Yeah, that would be great. Let's do it.
Okay, first off, there's two big questions. Let me pull them up here on the screen. Okay, here we go. Here's two of them that I thought ahead of time we were probably going to run across here. I've got them on the screen to make it a little easier. First off, when do I get my $1,000 deposit back? Jerry?
Yeah, so like we mentioned earlier, you get back your $1,000 deposit on your very first deal. So you get a deal, you get it submitted into us. On the closing of that deal, you'll not only get the $10,000 finder's fee, but you'll also get your $1,000 deposit back.
Awesome. I'll take this one here. What monthly fees will I have to pay? And then I've got some other ones that came in here, Jerry. I'll try and sort through them if you're good at helping to answer those. So this question here, what monthly fees will I have to pay? And the answer is none. Now, this is as long as you get in here today, because that may change in the future. It won't change for those of you who join and are part of this group here today. Just like we can only promise for those of you who join this group today, we're going to fund all of your deals, since we've always got new funding coming in, but we can't promise anything for someone who doesn't join this group here today. So monthly fees, no, not as part of the group that's getting started here today. Okay, we've got a bunch more questions here. Looks like some other people have just been in other programs and had struggles with that. Here's a good one. This is a guy, he was in another program, and he was talking about how he had to put out earnest money and then a down payment and then pay for a bunch of stuff, and it wasn't really something he could get into because he didn't have a lot of money. I mean, really, there's a number of questions on here, Jerry. Can you really do this without using your own money?
Yeah, well, this is truly requires no money. So when it comes with the earnest money, let's talk about that. What happens is, for those of you that may not know it, when you make an offer on a property, obviously the seller wants some earnest money until the closing, and then that earnest money is usually applied towards the closing. Well, we'll pay that earnest money. So if there's any inspections, if there's any other costs associated with getting your deal under contract, we pay those costs. So you really do go out there and get deals with no cost, no money out of pocket to do it.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jerry. Now, we've got a lot of questions about location. Here's one that said, you guys are in 16 markets. What if you're not in my state? How does that work?
Yeah, and that's a great question. And obviously, some markets are better than other markets, right? Some are slower, some are moving a little better. And the great thing is that we want to do deals in any market as long as it's a good deal. And so we're going to show you what you have to do, how to make that happen in your market or in any market that you want to work in. Maybe the market you live in isn't ideal for fix and flip. And so we're going to show you how you can do this actually remotely. And what's great about that is it means that you don't have to actually be in the market that you're doing deals in. And so we're going to show you what you can do, some really easy things that you can do to get deals going outside of your home market and do those remotely if you want. And that's exciting to be able to do deals in other markets without having to physically be there.
And so it boils down with a QuickFlip Money Machine, you're getting paid your $10,000 up front. It might be nice to drive by the property if that's important to you. You could drive by and see our team there doing the rehab and all the fixing on the property, but you don't need to be there to do that. Today with the Internet and the other resources that are available, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to find these deals anywhere all across the country. So we did have some questions from people who were outside the United States. Looks like a few in Canada. Some questions in about that. Now, we're just limited to investing within the United States right now, but that same answer that Jerry just gave you really is the answer to that. Yeah, you can find deals virtually in the United States and make $10,000 on those deals from outside the country, simply because we're going to show you where you don't need to be there to get paid your $10,000 up front. You just don't need to be there as part of the way the system works. Okay. Now, here's an interesting one, Jerry. This is from Tyson. He says he's going to be tied up with work for the next month. He wants to get in on this, but he's going to be tied up for a period of time. Do you want to talk about how the $1,000 deposit, there's no limit on that, that's good for a lifetime?
Sure. First off, you get your deposit back right away when you do your first deal with us. That's on top of the $10,000 we're going to give you. So I know things come up in life. You may have to put this aside for a few days or whatever. And we get that, and we want you to be excited about coming into the program so you know it's there and know that once you're in, you're locked in, right? So you don't have to worry about your spot being taken or anything like that. This is for lifetime. We're going to count on you in the program, and once you decide to take action and become part of the Quick Flip Money Machine, then you can come back to us at any time. So we have some people part-time, full-time, all different levels. So whatever you're at, get in and know that you're in and it's safe and you're ready to go.
All right, I'm going to answer this question here. We've had a number of these. How many deals can I do with you? And the answer is, as many as you want. Now that's that's for those of you who joined this group here today. Jerry and I looked pretty carefully at the money we've got on hand, as we mentioned earlier. We've got a couple million extra right now to go into deals. That's not a limited number. That's not like we go through that and then we're out of money. We've got our investors and our own money in deals, and that money is continually rolling as we resell properties. So we're recycling that money on a regular basis. Plus, we have people coming to us all the time saying, hey, Peter, Jerry, I see what you're doing. I want to get a good return on my money. How can I get in on this? So we've calculated what we can keep up with, and our commitment is for those of you that get started here today. We're not going to say this is limited to, 10 people or anything crazy like that. We know out of those of you on the call here today, those of you who are serious, you're going to jump on board and you're going to run with us, and then everyone else is basically going to be left out. So we will make a commitment. How many deals can we do with you? We will keep up with you. There may be some times where if we're starting to get tight, we'll let you know, and we might have to slow up a bit, but we will keep up with the deals as you're putting them in is our commitment to you. So as many as you want, we'll keep up with you. Okay, it looks like we've got a number of questions, Jerry, from people who haven't done real estate deals before. They really don't have a lot of experience. Do you want to answer that one? And then there's some questions about the money back guarantee. I'll answer that one. So for those of you who are on with us here, you haven't done real estate deals before, you don't really have a lot of experience. Jerry, do you want to speak out to those folks?
Sure. So for those of you who don't have any experience, or maybe you're new to real estate, or maybe you're new to fix and flip, and you're just now getting out there and getting fix and flip deals, so if that's you, that's okay. The great thing that we're going to show you is step-by-step what you can do immediately to get out there and identify deals. Make those offers, get them under contract, and bring them forward. So the biggest thing to get started is to just start making offers, and we're going to show you how to get the leads, how to get those leads where they're coming into you on a regular basis so you can make those offers, get those properties under contract, really go out there and get the very best deals in your market or in any other market that you choose to work in that you want to focus on. So again, real quick, if you don't have a lot of experience, no problem. That's not going to be a problem.
All right. As far as the guarantees, let me just take a moment here. I'm going to flip back to it right here. There's two guarantees. First off, you have our Make Money Guarantee. Here it is right here. I'll show it to you here, and it's also available to you on the member site. So when you come in with your risk-free trial, you can pull it up and look at it or whatever. We'll give you a copy of it. Basically, you're going to make $10,000 or more within the next 90 days. If you don't, we're going to continue to work with you until you do make money. And that's why we offer this as a, hey, you make the deposit up front and we'll stick with you. We don't put any restrictions on that. You're basically going to come in and make money. Now it says 12 months here, but if you're sending us deals, obviously we're going to keep working with you and keep paying you $10,000 per deal as long as you want. We should probably change that at some point in time. But again, for this group right here today, we're doing something a little bit different. You come on board with us today, and we're going to commit with you to the long haul. Now, on your side, we'll stand behind it, but obviously you need to do your part. I mean, just submit deals, one or more per month, and you'll make money guaranteed. We'll stand behind it. We'll give you even a prompt, courteous refund of your entire investment at the end of 12 months if you didn't make money. I don't know how you couldn't, but if you did, we will stand behind that. Now, the other thing is we also have the 10-day risk-free trial, and that's just really simple. That's where you come in. You can go into the members area, get on the coaching calls, start going through the step-by-step training, and get to see everything for yourself. We found that the quickest, easiest way for someone who's really serious about making money today is just to bring them on in and let them see how it works. So come on in, check it out. You won't hurt our feelings if you click the button and cancel. We just found that for someone who's serious, the best way to get you on board is to come in and let you see for yourself how quickly the QuickFlip Money Machine can help you get out there and get $10,000 per deal, along with the different systems and things that we have in place to make it easy for you. Haven't mentioned that, Jerry. There's a number of other questions here. Here's this gal here, Sarah, says she was in another program and it was just a training course and there wasn't any support. Do you want to talk about some of the support, the mentoring, and the coaching calls?
Sure. So the thing to keep in mind here is that we want you to go out there and find deals, and in order to do that, we want to make sure that you've got all the support you need. So not only is there the things that you can do right now to get started right away and the different ways to find deals and some of the other things, but we're going to give you live support on our coaching calls. And you simply go on the coaching calendar. There's several calls almost every day of the week where you can get on and you can talk directly with Peter or myself or one of our coaches. So this isn't, and these calls aren't just for getting started, but they're questions you may have along the way. Any part of your investing process of finding deals and bringing those forward will be there for that support. So they're very, very informative, and we talk about what's going on and really everything you need to do to be successful in bringing deals forward. And all of this is designed so that you'll have no reason why you can't go out there and be successful. And Peter, it's funny because the risk-free trial, why do we have that 10 days? Well, I mean, the reason is that we want serious investors. So you get 10 days to check it out. If you're not in, we'd rather know about that in the first 10 days. And if it's not for you, then you know what? That's great. We're not able to work with everybody, and we want to just work with those that are serious about going out there and making things happen.
Okay, here's one. Do I need a real estate or broker's license to do this? I'll take that one, Jerry. No, you don't. We're actually going to show you how you can make money with this, with or without a real estate license. It's not something that's required. Again, you're finding the deals, you put them in our system, and you're getting paid, so you can do it with or without a real estate license. Here's another one here. Can I do this in Ohio? I thought we answered that already. Do you want to just address the ability to basically do this from anywhere again, Jerry?
Yeah, so no, we don't do Ohio. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, what happens is wherever you're at, when you submit a deal, we're looking specifically at that deal. So it doesn't matter where it's at. We just want to make sure it's a good deal. So we're going to show you how to identify those deals and make sure they qualify. So it doesn't matter if we're doing deals all over the country. So like we mentioned in several different markets, and we'd like to make that more. We'd like to make it so that we're in more and more markets, and that means we need you to get out there and find those deals.
As part of the training, we'll go through with you and help you identify. There's not a lot of markets across the United States that are just the absolutely, the markets you want to avoid. But there are some like super high-end markets and stuff like that that we're not going to go in as part of the QuickFlip Money Machine. The cool thing is it'll guide you through that process. You're not wasting your time putting in deals, and then we're obviously not going to fund. So we've got that taken care of for you as well. Okay, Jerry, if you were just getting started investing in real estate and maybe you'd never done a deal before and you'd looked at this and you had asked, I tend to think of it like the rich uncle that had made a lot of money already investing in real estate, and it's kind of the wise old sage if you went to them and said, hey, this is the QuickFlip Money Machine, Uncle Rich's, whatever their name is. What do you think the rich uncle would tell you?
Well, first off, you're probably going to have, some people tell you, you're crazy, you can't make money out there, and that's okay. There's always going to be the naysayers, but let's just say he was supportive. What do you think his advice would be? Well, if it were me, I would say follow what's being said to do and take action. Be consistent. It takes consistency to get out there and do what you need to do. I know, Peter, when I got started, I had a lot of people telling me, oh, that's not going to work, and And when I got started, the market was pretty flat and started to turn the other way. And I've been able to continually make money in down markets, which is pretty exciting to be able to do. And for me and for the people we work with that have been successful, they're willing to pay that price. They're willing to do what it takes. So it's really just a matter of getting out there, follow the platform that we put together, make offers, dive in, do whatever else needs to be done to get out there, find deals, and make money.
Jerry, I love the way you summed that up. And I'm just going to say you're here on this call for a reason, for those of you who are here with us. I mean, you've got the 10-day risk-free trial, so you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So click the Add to Cart button and get started now. If you need any help and, you want to put it on a couple different credit cards, or you need to, some other help figuring it out, making payments or whatever, just pick up the phone and call that phone number, 800-952-9585, and we'll do what we can to help you out. Now, obviously, you do need to make the $1,000 deposit up front. Remember, you get that back on your very first deal. That lets us know that you're serious and that we're obviously putting together a group of just serious go-getters here. So the good news is you do get that back with a bonus, number one, like I mentioned, and then it ends up costing you absolutely nothing. So I will say, if you've been looking for a solution or way to make money, this probably isn't the very first webinar that you've been on. Maybe it is, I don't know. But if you've been looking for a way to change the options you have in your life, when I was an auto mechanic, I didn't have a lot of options. I didn't go to college. I had to get started investing in real estate the hard way. With the QuickFlip Money Machine, we simplified the process down to where everything from where we bring in the cash, we show you what to do, we show you the tricks of getting offers accepted. We make it as simple as possible for you to get out there and make money and make it quickly with the QuickFlip Money Machine. This is your opportunity to make a change in your life. Don't sit back and make the mistake that some people make. They're always looking for the, oh gosh, what might be wrong with that, or is now really the right time? And the time, if you're going to make a change in your life, is always the same time. It's right now. That's the time to make a change. So come on board with Jerry and my help and the QuickFlip Money Machine's help. It'll allow you to go out there and make money without having to own or manage anything. You just find the deals, you put them in, and get paid. It can't get any easier than that. It's as simple as just coming in and just doing nothing at all. Now, it does take some work and effort, but that's why we have the step-by-step instructions and guidelines to walk you through the entire process. I want you guys here to know I'm really excited to see those of you who are coming on board. I can see your orders coming in right here now. Congratulations to all of you. We're really excited to have you be a part of this special group we're putting together. To keep it fair, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the orders open. What do you think, Jerry? Another 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, let's give them a few more minutes for those that are serious about getting started.
Okay, tell you what, we'll give you guys on the call 10 minutes from right now to get your order in. If you do call that phone number and you get a voicemail, make sure you leave a message because they'll keep track of those and keep track of the time that you called in there. So the fastest way is click the Add to Cart button to get going now, and we'll get you started making money with the QuickFlip Money Machine. Once you get on board, there's a couple of things you'll see once you get in the members area. There's a video there that I created for you that has a very special surprise that you'll see there. And then there's also some things in the Quick Start videos we mentioned earlier that we're going to have you go through right away to show you exactly what you need to do to get paid $10,000 per deal just as quickly as possible. So to all of you on the call, and especially for those of you who are coming aboard and joining us in this group, congratulations on making a very wise decision here today. We'll see you inside the members area, and thanks so much for joining us here today. I do want to say, for those of you who are getting started now that are still on the call with us, if you could just stay with me just for a moment here. There's a couple of things I want to go through with you real quick here. For the rest of you, thanks so much. This is Peter Conti and Jerry Norton, and we appreciate you being on the call with here and joining us. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who are getting going, one of the most important things is a simple little thing, but it's interesting how this can cause problems if you're not aware of it. For some reason, the email that we're sending you that has your password and username to get into the special members area, for some reason, at times, that appears that we didn't send it out to you. You put your order in, you're waiting for the email, it's not there, you're getting frustrated. This happened to me myself when I bought something the other day off the web. And what you need to do is simply look in your spam or your junk folder, and almost 99.9% of the time you're going to find that email right there. So you should get an email probably within 5 or 10 or 15 minutes at the very most of getting your order put in. If you don't get that email, just look in your spam or your junk folder, and most likely it's right there. Once you get that, make sure you add the email address that we sent it to you from to your contacts, so that any other emails that we send you from the system, you'll get them. The next thing is follow the instructions in that email to get logged in right now. I want you to watch the special Quick Start training that I mentioned earlier that we have there for you. There's a couple of really nice surprises that you'll find out what they are when you go through that, but I know you'll realize they're really pretty cool. And then the other thing is check the coaching call calendar. To do that, just click on the coaching call tab on inside the member site, and you can see when the very next call is coming up, when they are spread throughout the week, so you can get on there. If for some reason you can't make a coaching call, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be recording those and saving those. So if you do miss one, if you can't make it at the time we have it there, they're spread throughout the week right now. If you can't make it for some reason on a particular day, we'll record it so you can listen to that later on so you don't miss it. The final thing I want to share with you, with those of you who are getting going with us here, is to jump right into module number 1 and to remember that you're not alone. Jerry and I are here to support you every single step of the way. And because this isn't just another training program, we're counting on you to submit as many deals as you can. Remember, there's no limit for those of you who are getting going with us here today, so let's go for it. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.
All right, thanks everybody. Bye.